Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to start out giving honor and glory for the praise and worship to our power, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elder, bishops, great millstone, who grew well, teaching the sound doctrine, and peace citation to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children. Let the Lord have mercy on these last days. Our brother HAQADASH, representing Germans, branch here at Cleveland, Lord willing, come out. Lord willing to bring out an edifying lesson, man, through the spirit and power, YAHAWASHI, man. And the title the spirit gave me was R.E.D, right? Let's look into it, man. All right, just briefly looking into this, man. You know, now this is Chat GPT. We're gonna flow through the spirit, see where the spirit take us, because it's very, very interesting dealing with everything that's being, you know, revealed in the news right now, which we all understand that it's all the fulfilling the prophecy and different things, but all of the detailed things within the prophecies being fulfilled is very intriguing, you know. And YAHAWASHI has his hand in everything, as we can see. So I typed in dark history of the color R.E.D, and it says the color has a red, has a complex and sometimes dark history tied to both positive and negative symbolism across country. Here are a few aspects. So it give out a list, right? I wanna read this. The focus I want is 6, because a lot of this we understand what this goes into, but let's read it. Okay, it says blood and violence. All right, red is often linked to blood, and throughout history it has represented violence, war, and unaliving. It is the color of bloodshed and battlefields and violent revolutions, making it a symbol of brutality and suffering. In many cultures, R.E.D evokes the image of violence and sacrifice. 2. Political symbolism. In the political sphere, red has been a color of revolution and rebellion. And let's pause it for a second. So we have to understand, because here, just in the recent news, you see a day ago, it says the FDA announces ban on red number 3 food dye, right? So this is in the news, and the older brother, I only watched some of the video, but he did a lesson, GMS dedication, like and subscribe. Are the elites predicting something evil to come with red symbolism, right? And I want to play a little snippet of this. Before I do, you know, I just wanted to pull this up real quick, because we understand that the elder mentioned in his video that, you know, DJ Trump, he's a Republican, and his symbol is red. You know, his colors is red, you know, and you can see that, you know, that we know this. Democrat is blue, Republican is red. Okay, and something is about to get ready to go down, dealing with, you know, dealing with prophecy. Now, before I pull that, now I'm gonna read this again. It says, because that's why I pulled it, political symbolism, because it's also in political symbolism, which we brought up, dealing with politics and dealing with, you know, that's why I brought up DJ Trump. It says, in the political sphere, red has been a color of revolution, rebellion. And this is that's what Trump pushes, you know. He pushes rebellion. He pushes revolution. He said, let's make America great again. He said, let me do this. Even though we understand that it's two wings to the same bird, Trump is supposed to be that hard-head child, you know, that rebellious child, man, right? He's a prideful and businessman who has a stigma or a stance, or what is it? He has a certain image on him that's been painted on him, man. And these are some of his quotes. I just typed in different Trump quotes. It says 7 things. Excuse me, 7 things Trump says he would do as a president. And we understand they all in the cahoots, but when one president goes out and one president comes in, the president that goes out, he was in office. He was in office, and they made different plans, rules, regulations, laws, different things took effect when they served their tenure. When the next president that comes in can either what? Uphold those same laws, for those same laws, keep it going, right? Which is what I mean. Or make some slight changes here and there to better them, or change them completely because he saw that they didn't work with the people. And Trump, it says 1, deport undocumented migrants. 2, move on economy, tax, and tariffs, right? It says cut climate regulations. In Ukraine war, no abortion ban, pardon some January 6 rioters. Right, these are some of these different things took place during the former during the current president what is it, tenure, man. You know, and Trump is reversing some of these things. Sack special counsel Jack Smith. I don't know. Let's go back. See if we can find something here just to show you what I mean, because you know, like this, we're going to seal up our borders, right? And then you have one president that didn't do it. You know, like for example, you might have had Obamacare or something that Obama did, and then remember Creepy Joe was on his campaign. But then when DJ Trump came in, he reversed a lot of things, and he said this didn't work. So that's just so you could give just to give a quick example of what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So dealing with, it says so Trump is really rebellion. He's real rebellious. Rebellion. It's the etym of rebellion. Come on now. War waged against a government by some portion of its subjects. Revolt, renewal, roar, insurgent. It says originally, especially against God or church authority. Rebel, resisting an established or rightful government or law. Right. Stubborn. That's DJ. He's stubborn. Okay. So it says, I'm gonna read this little paragraph. I'm gonna play a little bit of the other video. In the political sphere, red has been a color of revolution and rebellion. The rise of communism, socialism, and anarchism in the 19th and 20th centuries saw red as a symbol of resistance and bloodshed. And this is what's coming to America, man. Unaliveness like none other. The red flag, for instance, became a symbol of Marxist and socialist movements associated with uprisings, struggles, and the loss of life. And this is what is coming to Babylon the Great. And Trump is the president that's going to issue in these different formations. The Lord is going to use him to be the president to issue in these things when it pertaining to prophecies. Okay, let me play this quick clip real quick.
Drug administration in mainstream news by this YouTube channel by the name of Truth Seeker, the color red. Truth Seeker. He was just asking some good questions and also making some good points. Just being the to the apostles and the elders a great millstone. Salutations to all you sincere. Shalom.
All right.
I would like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. I would like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim, pushing this word across the four corners of the world. And you're going to see another video coming up after this by this YouTube channel by the name of Truth Seeker. He was just asking some good questions and also making some good points. How currently within mainstream news, it's a lot of symbolism that's dealing with the color red. In just recent news, you had the Food and Drug Administration just banned the use of red dye number 3 in their so-called foods. And red dye number 3 is a very harmful synthetic so-called chemical or additive that's within your foods, your candies, your pharmaceuticals, and the list goes on. And it's a synthetic, which means it imitates a natural product. And that's what gives that vivid red cherry color to these different foods, candies, pharmaceuticals, and the list goes on. So now the FDA are so-called concerned that this red dot number 3 can cause cancer within people. And how you know this is all BS and how Esau is a forger of lies, because they have been using red dot number 3 over a century. So the FDA is pushing these different drug manufacturers that use this red dot number 3 to reformulate their products, and they have until January of 2028. And the food manufacturers have until January 2027. So if the FDA is so conscious about people's well-being or their health, then why not ban these other poisonous additives like yellow 5, yellow 6, red 40, blue 1, and the list goes on. So just getting back to the point, so that's one so-called coincidence of the color red that's being pushed out within the news. And you have the Trump administration, which is the Republican Party, spearheaded by Trump, of course, and their color is red. And it's up to Trump's administration to either ban TikTok January the 20th. And a lot of TikTok users have been going to this other Chinese app called Red Note. It's the word red again. And how about it was a red note that was written within foreign language in that movie Leave the World Behind that came out like in 2023, starring Julia Roberts. So it's a lot of so-called coincidence within mainstream news, which is a heavy propaganda machine that's concerning the color red. And as you should know through the spirit within this thing that we call life, which is the movie of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, it's no such thing called coincidence. And that's because dealing with these so-called powers that be, these left-handed elites who steal from the tabernacle of Esau Edom, they communicate in code. In other words, symbolism. And this is a quote from Manly P. Hall. He was a high-level warlock and also a Freemason. And he stated, symbolism is the language of the mysteries. By symbols, men have ever sought to communicate to each other those thoughts which transcend the limitations of language. And that's definitely how these so-called elites, who are nothing but high-level Freemasons, communicate to other so-called elites, who are nothing but Freemasons. So concerning these left-handed elites...
Right. So, I just wanted to play that little part. Now, let's go back. Goodness, bro. Let's go back to this. And then we're going to get some scriptures and close out. It says, number 3. Excuse me if you hear these candy I got in my mouth. It's like a little haul. Kind of getting sick. It says, it's like it. It says, let's see. All right. It says, danger and warning. Red is often used in warning signs and signals representing imminent danger. It is the color of stop signs, warning lights, and emergency situations, all of which evoke urgency and peril. Right? Peril is danger. Right? So what you're seeing being pushed right now is urgency, because danger is about to increase. Right? Let's start with that. Just read the first verse. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Okay. Peril means danger. So dangerous times are gonna come is upon the earth right now. Okay. Because the red man is in rulership. Okay. Which hunts in persecution. In medieval times, red was sometimes used to mark out those seen as sinners or heretics. And he's a sinner. Okay, Esau is the man of sin. He's the son of perdition, the son of destruction. Second Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. What day? The day of the Lord. Except they're coming to fall away first, while we fell away from our heritage. Now we came back. Now you see the result of power being restored unto the nation of Israel, and the names of YAHWASHI being glorified on the earth. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, that is worshipped, so that he has power, sitteth in his temple of power, showing himself that he is of power. Showing himself that he is power. This is the devil. You see? It says, Red was sometimes used to mark out those seen as sinners or heretics, in particular women accused of witchcraft or evil. And this place is likened it to a great whore. It's likened it to a woman. And this place is the mother of witchcrafts, man. The mother of harlots. Okay? I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this. But let's go back. We're gonna hold up Revelation 17. Cause it say, before I get to Revelation 17, go to Nahum 3. It says, Nahum 3 and 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the mother of harlots, the mother of witchcraft. It talks about, and we're going to put an identity with it in a second. Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right, this place ain't never been touched by or invaded by war at a high scale. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. It says, the ancient Chaldeans were a Semitic people who lived in Mesopotamia and were known for their witchcraft and astrology. The Persians considered the Chaldeans to be experts in witchcraft, sorcery, and the magical arts. So this place is likened to that. It's called under the daughter. The daughter is as the mother, as the scriptures say. That's the daughter of Babylon, right? Okay, it does the same practices and the same things at a higher level, because it's at a higher level because it has more ways to do it in terms of technology, in terms of more people on the earth, in terms of of it being spread out at a larger rate than it was back then. In terms of landmass, sit on the ground, right? Being brought low, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more be called tender and delicate. So it says, in particular, women accused of witchcraft or evil behaviors will often be branded or dressed in red to signify their status as outcasts or threats to society. And we understand what the law say about witches, man. You burn them. You put the flame to them, man. You know, you see why the Lord is doing what He's doing. You remember the movie The Matrix? You know, the lady with the red dress. You know, that was symbolic for Babylon the Great. Religious and moral associates. In some religions contexts, red is associated with sin and temptation. Right? He's the man of sin. We just brought that out. Christianity, for example, sometimes links red to the devil or the scarlet woman in the book of Revelations, which symbolizes corruption and moral decay. This is who we're dealing with. Okay? This is who we're dealing with. The red man. A brother told me about when he was in the military. I did a lesson on this. That the main guy to try to take down, all right, they make you wear a red suit. And he's the top form of the training in that particular program or that particular training. The top dude to take down, they make him wear a red suit, a red big body suit. All right, and that's the last dude, like the boss level on the game. He's the last one to take down, man. So Esau is the red man, and he's the last one to take down out of the nations. And he's the bigger one to take down because of his blessing by YAHAWASHI, man. The blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth. He used this to gain power on the earth. Okay? I tell you in First Maccabees that the earth was quiet before him. He won strongholds, many strongholds. He took lands, people, and resources by his blessing. The sword, it says the negative view of red contrasts with its other more positive meanings of, all right. It says red as a sign of prostitution. In some parts of the world, particularly in Europe, red historically, that's crazy. It said red pill, that's spirit. Particularly in Europe, red historically marked areas of prostitution, such as red light district. Right? I think Ludacris had a song called Red Light District, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, see? Ludacris had a song called The Red Light District, man. Got the red hat on and so forth, man. You know? This album was hard too. But the red light district dealing with what? Prostitution. The use of red in the context often connoted exploitation, shame, and social marginalization. While red can be associated with positive things like love and power, its darker history is deeply rooted in violence, danger, and social stigma. Let's go. Let me see if it comes up with her. Let's see. Let's see what comes up when I type in crimson. Okay. It says crimson. Look at this. Crimson is a rich, deep red color with a slightly bluish or purplish tint. It derives its name from the crimson dye originally made from the dry bodies of a specific type of scale insect called kermes. The color became highly valued in ancient cultures, especially in Europe and the Middle East, due to the difficulty and expense of obtaining the dye over time. Over time, it became associated with luxury, wealth, and power. See, and this is the devil. Greed. He's the greedy man. In addition to its historical association with nobility and royalty, crimson has also carried darker meanings. All right, and this is the point. BLOO, blood and sacrifice. You know, violence and war. I'm gonna just read the headlines. The Scarlet Letter. It says linked to shame and moral transgression. All right. It says the novel uses the color to represent the protagonist's sin of adultery, reflecting social judgments and personal guilt. Political association, right? So basically the same thing we just read with the color red up top. Okay. Now let me see what comes up here. Y'all see what I just typed in? All right, let's see. Let me do it like this. Woo! See that? You see that? The name I just typed in? I said, what is this meaning? It originates from the German word rot, meaning red. So red shield. See that? So these people that you're dealing with who run the world, who are associated with, you see at the top here, influence and power and wealth. It says, where is at the top? One of the most prominent and wealthy families in history. So these same individuals are the same ones that the Bible speaks of and warns you about and tells you to and breaks these families down. They hid their identity, right? They hid their identity from you. It said the red shield became symbolic and associated with the family's rise to prominence and eventually became the surname. See? Let me see. Let me see what comes up. Yeah, Bauer. See that? And they don't have no problem with you searching these things out. They want you to know who's doing this. So it's showing you there's small hat. See that? So yeah, man. So going back, so showing you that this is who we dealing with, the small hats, linking them to the same people who's running the world. The names I just put in. So when you go, because remember, first let's read this. Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Matter of fact, man, let me read this first, and we're going to come back to that because I want to go from there to Genesis. But so let's read this. Revelation 17:1, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, right? And talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. You see, and this the waters is the people. You know what I'm saying? And in this whore is a melting pot. Babylon the Great America is a melting pot for all nations and people, man. And this is the great whore. Why is it a great whore? It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So this place has spread its thought process and corrupted the minds of every nation on the planet Earth. Okay? And everybody gave into it. They took off their ancient customs and ancient ways and gave into the ways of Babylon and got rich off of her. That's how they got drunk. By her philosophies and doctrines, her politics, her economics, her vibration. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, man. So remember, like I said, drunk with her fornication, like I said, her democracy, right? It says, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, right? Like you can read about this in Revelation 13, right? The EEC, right, is European Economic Unit, European Economic Committee. All right, it's talking about his expansion, man, his branching off, his alliances, right? And the woman was arrayed, just for sake of time, we'll keep going. And the woman was arrayed, because it's a whole breakdown within these first couple verses. But just to get to the point, verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So if you're paying attention to what the Spirit is bringing out, it's linking the man, the name and family you see here, which is more than just them, but just for the sake of time, so you can understand, it's linking these individuals with this color red, okay, and its associations and what it has to deal with: the whoredom, the sacrifice, the amounts of an abundance of bloodshed, violence, war, okay, prostitution, moral, it called it moral, it says moral decay, corruption. And talk about that, I think James 5, about it said thy riches are cankered, moth eaten, thy rich man, right? Corrupt. I believe you go into that word canker, it says corrupt. So the riches that they got, it says they got about riches by deceit, right? When you go to what I'm thinking about, Sirach 10:8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to the other. This is the devil, man. It says, Revelation 17:5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. You see that? When you break this down, I did a lesson on my channel. You type in GMS, HAQADASH, Revelation 17:5, Mystery Babylon. I forgot some. It was years ago, like 5 years ago. About this breakdown, I got the breakdown from Apostle Ramlab about the Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, breaks down to literally 666, man. This is the number of a man. And here is wisdom, right? Revelation 13. This is the beast. This is the man. And this is his number. It's associated with his agenda. And his agenda, it goes back to what? We went into that the other day. It goes back to his practices, his faith, and what he believes in, what he worships. His mind, his process. In verse 6, it said, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Why is she drunk with the? Because we're dealing with the one who's associated with the color red, the red man. We're dealing with the devil. We're literally dealing with the biblical devil, man. You see? So when you go back to Revelations 6, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. See that? This is the red man we're reading about. You know, this is the red man that we're reading about here in Chat GPT, man. They're gonna ban this, man. You know? So let's go here to Genesis 25, put an identity on him. Because remember, he's red. Why is he red? Because his blood show forth through his skin, man. You see? This is Genesis 25 and 25. It says, and the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Right? Adawam. Right? Like Shashwa. Right? Wasted away is he. Right? Esau. That's his name. Esau is Edom, like the scriptures say. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, right? And his name was called Jacob, Yaakov, and Isaac was 20, 40, 60 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And you jump down to 30, it says, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. Right? Esau is Edom. Adawam. And Esau, he eats his blood, he eats his food with blood in it. He's the bloody man. He's the red man, literally. Okay? Literally. Right? You go to what's that? Isaiah 34:5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And Idumea is Edom. It's the Greek way to say Edom. Okay, so we're showing you who we're dealing with. The Lord is going to allow these missiles to dismantle the red man. Right? He is a man of blood. Right? He's the man of blood. They talk about that in Numbers, that the land, what it say? The land can't be cleansed by the blood of him that shed it. You know, what's that? We brought it out today. Actually, we started it with it. It was Psalms 140, I think. Let me see. Psalms 140:1. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. He's a violent man. Dealing with the red man. The red man is a violent man. All right. It says he's a man of blood, man. You know, he's a vampire. right? When you go into vampires, that's him. He's Dracula, man. Going back to Isaiah 34, it says, "And 6, the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood, it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of the rams, for the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah." And this is linking to the red man, man. Why? Because his blood shows forth through his skin. Okay? And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Right? So the Lord is saying what? He's making the altar fat. And you are the sacrifice. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with the fatness. So, right, the Lord is about to get ready to sacrifice you, man. You're the red man. We're putting identity with the red man. Exodus 15:1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto Yahweh, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. And this is what we're getting ready to do. Sing the song of Moses, sing the song of salvation that we sung when we first came out of Egypt, the first Egypt. So the Lord's getting ready to overthrow the horse and his rider. Right? Because remember in Revelations 6, it said, "For and there went out another horse that was red, and the power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth." So the Lord is about to get ready to overthrow the horse and his rider, man. The one who had power to take peace from the earth, man. In Daniel 8, it talks about when dealing with Antiochus, he said with peace he should just what did it say? Destroy many. Through his policies, right? Oh yeah, and by peace shall destroy many, you know? So continuing, it says, and everybody close out. And it says, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Right? Because remember, when you read Habakkuk, and for behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. So he's not upright, man. That's why when he rules, everything is upside down. It's talking about it should not yield forth its strength to ground. The pleasant things of life, which is already made good, should not have its full strength, because the devil, who's contrary to good and righteousness and life, is actually ruling. And his greed empowered him. Right? These left-handed spirits, YAHWASHI, allowed for him to, in a sense, perfect, because it says her sins reach unto the heavens in Revelation 18. So the Lord has allowed this devil to perfect wickedness, man. He's the perfection of what wickedness looks like. Yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man. You see that? Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. Right? The grave is never full. So he'll never, it says he's never satisfied. And is as death. He is as death. Right? One half dead, like it says in Numbers 12, we're dealing with Miriam, Aaron, and Moses. Moses says she's one that's half dead, man. Her skin got turned to leprosy, which now allows the blood to show forth to her skin. Let me show you something. This is the red man. Look at this nigga, man. Like, look at this nigga here, man. Goodness gracious, dude. Ooh-wee. And you got some Israelites that's so light-skinned. Like, I got some cousins that's so light-skinned that they turn red, right? Well, look at this nigga. He threw, man. Through, man. Through. It says, so he is as a death. Like, what is this, man? That look like the inside of your body. The melanin covers that concept, bro. Like, you're not supposed to look like that. Oh, shit. It cannot be satisfied, see? So he's greedy. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heap him to him all people. Shall not all these take up the parable against him, and taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, right? He got rich, man. He got rich, he got rich, he got rich. He got rich. See? Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and wake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because the end result, everybody, all these nations you made alliances with, and you backdoor them, they're going to shoot at you. They're going to shoot missiles on you. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. See? And you could keep going, and you keep going, man. And you could keep going. See? So when you go back, so when you go to Genesis 27, we're about to close out and go to Genesis 27, 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau, Salakia, lifted up his voice and wept. Right, talking about he saw that carefully with tears, repentance. And he's crying here for a blessing. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So, and it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So this is who you're dealing with here, man. This nigga right here, he's mad at how he looks. He's mad that he's associated with death, violence, bloodshed, danger, warning, wizardry, warlockism, you know, so forth and so forth, prostitution, adultery, idolatry, you know, the darkness of history, man. He's the vessel fitted for that, man. Okay? And he's tailor-made for it. Yo, this is heavy. So it said again, uprising struggles and the loss of life. So Abaratazah, you know, this was edifying, you know. We're about to face a time of blood, violence, political turmoil, danger, warnings, witch hunt, wizardry, persecution. It says in persecution, moral decay. That's what you see. 2 Timothy 3. We brought that out. And him himself, James 5. And this is the scarlet woman. This is the like I said here in Revelations. This is who we dealing with, man. I said, where is it at? Scarlet colored beast. Yeah, 3. Sit up. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. So this is the red woman. This is the man of sin. This is the mother of harlots. Okay, this is the one we dealing with. Okay, identifying the corporate, identifying the enemy, the devil, the damn devil. All right, that the Bible speaks of, man. And that's why eventually he's going to try to ban this book, because it reveals him when nothing else can or nothing else could in the world. Because why? Everything is subject to him and it serves him. If you try, he takes you up out of here. That's why he's going to come down on the prophets. You see? So Lord willing, this was edifying, even down to these men's names, going into these different names and so forth, man. And then I don't know if Bauer means farmer. I thought it meant something else, but Anywho, because you're dealing with crimson. It goes back to crimson too. Like, that's why I went into the word crimson. Okay. But yeah, I'll be about to this edifying, like to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to our power. YAHWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elder bishops, great millstone, we will teach you on sound doctrine, and strong shalom to the hopeful elect. Hey, keep faith, keep hope alive, man. Hey, we almost up out of here. This devil been revealed on all levels and every level you could think of. He's been revealed. His skirt is lifted up, and the end result is what? YAHWASHI is not meeting these niggas. YAHWASHI is not meeting these devils or anybody is contrary to him like a man. Till next time, shalom.